Hi again, Broncos! There's a lot to cover in this episode, so I thought I'd ask a few of my friends to help out. And there's some really important health tips for us all to keep in mind this week, so that we can keep everyone in our community safe and healthy. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone. So why do you need to keep testing after Thanksgiving? Well, first of all, if you live on campus, then it's part of the contract that you've agreed to, whether you're a graduate student or an undergraduate, that you will get regular COVID testing this quarter. But more importantly, if you've been visiting other parts of the state, other parts of the country, there are a lot of areas where COVID rates are still much higher than they are here. You don't want to bring the COVID virus back to campus with you unknowingly. So it's really important that after traveling, after meeting with a lot of other people than you've been meeting with all quarter, at home, that we make sure that we get tested for that 2 weeks between Thanksgiving and the end of the quarter. Well, although you're not required to, like students who live on campus, all the other things we just talked about apply, right? If you're traveling other places, meeting with lots of different people than you've been encountering all quarter, then you may well be in places where there's a lot more COVID infections than there are here. So your risk is higher. So we want to make sure that you get tested for that relatively short period after Thanksgiving. And we also want to make sure that you get tested before you go home for the long holiday break and start interacting with even more people, including your family and friends and other loved ones. You don't want to unknowingly infect them along the way. And last of all, if you are symptomatic and there's a lot of flu going around, colds going around, it can be confusing to know whether you have COVID, so just get tested. At least you can potentially rule that out as a cause of whatever infection you're experiencing.
Feeling sick these days can bring a lot of anxiety, especially for students who live in close quarters with one another. The best way to find out what you have is to get a COVID test. Stop by Benson or one of our many other convenient on-campus locations to get a test, and you'll find out quickly. Feeling too sick to come to campus? Have a friend pick up and drop off a test for you. If you need medical attention, make sure to make an appointment at Cowell. No, stay home from class and work if you are feeling sick. If you have a cold, stay home, get a COVID test, and wait for your results to come back and your symptoms to subside before returning to work and class. Reach out to your professors to let them know that you are sick and can't come to campus. Let's all do our part to keep our community safe this cold and flu season.
While it's unlikely that you'll get sick, breakthrough infections do occur, and it's important to identify these infections as soon as possible to prevent the spread, especially if you're going home after finals and visiting those that might be more vulnerable, like your parents or grandparents.
Thanks so much to all of you for continuing to take the steps to keep our community safe. Remember, when you get back to campus from Thanksgiving, to get that free COVID test, stay home if you're not feeling well, and make sure to keep wearing your mask indoors. Thanks, everybody.